The name of the class tonight is Hatred in Marriage. How did we get here? How did we get here? Lord's will, man, this class be therapeutic. It's been, some events. I ain't gonna say where, but spirits travel. And it's not like we don't deal with this here as well.
Message!
So, we're going to talk about it, all right? Hatred in marriage. You hear some things that, amongst brothers and sisters in the truth that's married and been married. And it's like, how? How do you get to such a dark place against your wife, your husband? That's supposed to be the greatest union in the earth.
Message!
The person in this earth, the earthly vessel that's supposed to be closest to you, nearest and dearest to you, the most valuable to you, is your spouse. But a lot of us don't look at it like that. A lot of us honor our child. We love our child more than we love our spouse. We love a brother or sister more than we love our spouse. We love a parent more than we love our spouse. We love our phone, social media more than we love our spouse.
What?
You understand? And the truth is not to be so. So Lord's will. All right, let's open up with 1 John 4 and verse 7. And it's funny because I got to open up with this. And it's in the Bible. And it's, we know what it really means. But this is a famous scripture in Christianity. But I got to go here so I can, tug at the heartstrings of the Israelite woman. You understand? Cause ain't no way you could be in this truth, man. And you can't stand your husband. Shit. You can't stand your wife. That's crazy. Watch this. 1 John 4, verse 7.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 7.
Come on.
Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God.
And y'all do know that, right? Love is of God.
Yeah.
That's right!
Love is of God. Come on.
And everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God.
That's how you know you born of God. That's how you know you in the truth. If you love your neighbor. Ain't nobody more neighbor to you than the person you lay beside.
Yeah.
Come on.
He that loveth not knoweth not God.
So if you don't love your neighbor, if you don't love your brothers and sisters, if you don't love your kids, if you don't love your leaders, if you don't love your spouse, you don't know God. Because some of y'all check all the other boxes. What? You love the congregation. You love the fellowship. You love the sisterhood. Read, sister, read.
Are you serious?
You love the sisterhood. You love everything about the school, but you can't stand being inside them four walls with your husband. What the Bible say? Read that again.
He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love.
So if you don't love, especially your spouse, you don't know God. You're not in the truth.
Yeah.
You're not in the truth. Read chapter 5, verse 2.
1 John, chapter 5, verse 2.
And that love ain't talking about, heart eyes emojis and lovey-dovey and, the emotion per se. It's more so a duty. Because feelings are involved, don't get it twisted. But that's not what love consists of mainly. Love is a duty. Watch this. Read that. This is the proof.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
This is how you know you love the children of God. And that would include your spouse. Go ahead.
When we love God and keep his commandments.
In order to love your spouse, you have to first love God. Because when you love God, you understand that it's a duty regardless of what my spouse is doing, that I'm just like God loves me regardless of what I'm doing. He can take me away from this earth. But if I got breath in my body, that means he's having grace and mercy toward me out of love for me to get it right.
Yeah.
Who am I to not reciprocate that to my spouse? You understand? So I'm going to apply that love first and foremost because I love God. I can't sit up there and say I love God, but I can't do what God been doing for me my whole life with all my flaws to somebody else. That is, and we forget that that person that we upset with and we always seeing their flaws and we so fed up with them, they dealing with stuff on your end too.
Yeah.
It's stuff they don't like about you too. Newsflash. They put up with some of your stuff too.
Y'all better take heed to this.
Go to Matthew 19. Matthew 19 verse 4.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 4.
Come on.
And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning
So he which made them at the beginning is talking about the Lord. He made us. Go ahead.
made them male and female?
Made them what?
Male and female.
So the Lord made male and female. Come on.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
So this is a heavy thing right here. It's a great mystery. You understand? But that was his desire from the beginning. I'm going to make a male and a female. I'm going to bring them together as one.
That's right.
I'm going to bring them together. Even though one is the weaker vessel, when they join together, they're complete. It's completion. Come on.
Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh.
Brothers don't understand that. A lot of men don't understand that. Sisters too. But a lot of brothers, they'll just dog their wife out in conversation. She this, she that, she don't never this and this and that. Do you realize what you making yourself look like?
This ain't right.
And in turn, on the flip side, that's why a lot of brothers hide the wind. Because they'll get to a point where they done heard people say that, what I just said. And they'll understand like, damn, like me talking about her is really not profitable because she mine. So what I'm going to do, even though she a hot ass mess, I'm going to just pretend like, you know, it's all good.
Damn. Come on,
Better
man.
be suffering in silence. You understand? But nevertheless, read that again.
Verse 6.
Wherefore
they are no more twain, but one flesh.
You and your spouse, y'all are one flesh. You know, and I haven't met nobody with, if it is somebody that done this, it's definitely a credit to a severe mental illness. But I ain't never met nobody that just ripped their damn arm off. You know what I'm saying? Sawed their own leg off.
The hell is this?
People don't do that. You want to keep your body as one. You don't want to lose any part of your body. So if you believe in God, then you understand that you and your husband are one flesh. If y'all came into the truth, that the Lord brought y'all into the truth together, married, and nobody has fornicated since with a wife hasn't fornicated since y'all been in the truth. And especially if y'all got married in the truth. Then what that bottom part say? What therefore
God have joined together, let not man put asunder.
That means that you don't even have the authority to want to leave. But that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. But I'm telling, a lot of us got the spirit of unbelief. A lot of us, a lot of men and women got the spirit of unbelief. All right, go to 1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 25.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 25.
Come on.
Wherefore man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
Right. So we read in Matthew 19, a man will leave father and mother and cleave to his wife. So some brothers and sisters will do that in terms of physically, but they don't leave the attachment to their parents once they get married. You understand?
Right.
And they will put their parents over their spouse. Some brothers love their mama more than they love their wife. What I mean by that is, your mama put you through. She might have been doing drugs when you was little, left you over random people's houses. All the child support your daddy was paying, she went and spent it on drink and drugs and purses and lipstick. You know what I'm saying? She did all type of crazy stuff. You don't even know some stuff. You do know some stuff you don't.
This is crazy.
But that my mama, I love her. Like Tupac, dear mama. You know, even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was my black queen, mama. Mama get the unconditional. With your wife. Your wife forget to wash your clothes one day. Yeah, she just a damn crack fiend. Huh? Lord have mercy. Read that verse again.
Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
You supposed to love your wife. That's how you know that's the highest union in the earth. You supposed to love your wife more than the people that's responsible for bringing you into this earth.
That's right.
Lord saying nothing you can do to repay them.
Yeah.
But you supposed to love your wife above them. Huh. Go to Sirach 40 and 23. As I talked about sisters loving sisterhood, brother love the brotherhood. Brothers love the brethren. Would spend hours on the phone with the brothers. Would use all type of gas to link up with the brothers.
Bruh.
Pitch in a hard-earned overtime money to put in the pot for the brothers to get drink and barbecue.
Damn.
But with their wife, they can never make time.
What the hell is this?
Can never, you know what I'm saying? Never make nothing happen. You know?
This ain't right.
Watch this. Sirach 40 and 23.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40 verse 23.
Come on.
A friend and companion never meet amiss.
Right. So your best of buddies. Y'all get along so well. That's a friendship you never want to end. Go ahead.
But above both.
But what?
But above both.
Above their friend and companion.
Is a wife with her husband.
So the brotherhood is not more important than your marriage. The brotherhood is not superior to your marriage. I don't know, maybe. Y'all like, hold on, Cap. No, I said what I said. It's biblical. I'm standing on it.
Yeah.
The brotherhood is not more important than your marriage,
That's
brother.
right.
Read that
Does
verse
everybody
again.
understand that?
A friend and companion never meet amiss.
Come on.
But above
But
both.
what?
But above.
But what?
Above.
Just like we read Deuteronomy 76.
Bring it out.
What the guy say about Israel?
Above.
They what?
Above.
They what?
Above.
See, we know what that means. We have to make that plain.
Yeah.
So the Bible is saying your partner, your homie, your ace boom coon, my bro. You understand? The Lord said above them both is what?
Is a wife with her husband.
Believest thou this?
Hit the bomb.
Go to Ecclesiastes 9:9.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 9.
Come on.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy of the life of thy vanity.
Right. So we usually put a scripture for to live joyfully to make the point that you're supposed to be happy and have good times with your wife. But look at what God is saying. What is a prerequisite for being married? Read it again.
Live joyfully with a wife whom thou lovest.
Whom thou what?
Whom thou lovest.
Whom thou lovest. To have a wife whom thou lovest not is retarded. What are you doing? You understand? You out of there. You trying to apply the live joyfully part, but you don't got the whom thou lovest part.
Damn.
It ain't gonna work, brother. Right. You gotta love that woman. You
Yeah.
have to love your wife. Thus saith the Lord. Why? Read on.
All the days of the life of thy vanity,
Watch this.
which he have given thee under the sun. All the days of thy vanity. For
No,
that
read again from the top.
live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity,
Come on.
which he have given thee under the sun. All the days of thy vanity. For that is thy portion.
Okay, so you did have to keep reading. For that is thy what?
For that is thy portion.
For that is thy what?
Thy portion in this life.
Remember that, brothers.
Yeah.
Your wife is thy portion. From who? From God. Y'all remember in the
That's
beginning,
right.
right? In Genesis, Eve, she let the devil get in her head. She caused Adam to fall, ruin paradise for all of us.
Damn.
The Lord called Adam, Adam, what the hell you got going? That woman you gave me. But guess what, though? Guess where she came from? She came out of Adam. That was his portion. You understand?
Yeah.
Huh. Go to Proverbs 5. Proverbs 5:18.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 5, and verse 18.
Come on.
Let thy fountain be blessed,
Mm-hmm.
and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
With your wife. Go ahead.
Let her be as the loving hind,
As the what?
as the loving hind,
As the loving hind. Come on.
and pleasant roe.
Read.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Come on.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
With her what?
With her love.
With her love, brother. Let her love you.
That's right.
Love is all throughout the Bible in a
Yeah.
context of marriage. Marriage without love is crazy work. That's not a biblical thing. Hell no. Love, love, love. The hell? Go to Genesis 24. Genesis 24:67. Things written aforetime, written for our learning, right? Come on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 24 and verse 67.
Come on.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent,
Talking about Rebecca. Go ahead.
and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her.
He did what?
He loved her.
He loved her.
Yeah.
Isaac loved her, man. The hell? He didn't just do it with her. He took in a tent and came in unto her. No, it said Isaac loved her.
That's right.
He loved her. Read.
And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Right. So Isaac loved his mama too, Sarah. But he lost her. Guess who filled that void? His wife. Said Rebecca comforted him. He felt good. Like, I lost my mama. But I got Rebecca now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
For real
Go to chapter 26, verse 8.
The book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 8.
Same couple.
And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah, his wife.
Right. So they came in knowing that it was a life or death situation. We got to pretend that we siblings. You know what I'm saying? But they was so in love with each other, they couldn't help but go off script. It was a little too intimate publicly. PDA. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I'll be like, dang, it'll be hard for me to pretend, you know. We be trying to, you know, me and my wife, we be, you know, sometimes we try to play little games or whatever. We try to act like we mad in front of the kids to see what they say. But it be hard. You know what I'm saying? It be hard to stay in character when you love your wife, when you love your husband. For real. They couldn't help themselves. All right? And it almost got them killed.
For real, though.
So the point is, y'all, all throughout the street, and there's many more, but the Bible promotes love between husband and wife.
Hit the bomb!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, give me that first TikTok. This be the problem right here.
Y'all do know it's natural to not hate your partner, but dislike your partner.
I definitely agree. At some point in the relationship, you're going to dislike them for whatever reason. Not in a way of you breaking up with them or anything too extreme. But there is going to be points when your partner does things to annoy you, and that's totally normal. I think we've been sold this dream of if you're with someone, everything's going to be perfect and rosy all of the time. That is not the case. And a lot of people have that mindset. So when something does happen and a partner does something they dislike, then they're ready to just run away as quick as possible. But we have to be very realistic. There are some things that you do that's going to annoy your partner and things that they do that annoy you, and that's just totally normal. A healthy relationship is about balance. It's never going to be perfect all of the time. You're going to have your ups and downs, times when they annoy you, you annoy them, great times, and that's just the way it goes.
Right, and the Bible told us about that. Give me 1 Corinthians 7:28. Because I feel like I said the same thing recently about people coming into the truth. And they be like, yeah, we in the truth, so brother's supposed to be perfect. Sister's supposed to be perfect. Ain't nobody supposed to offend me. Ain't nobody supposed to say nothing wrong. Huh? We got fringes on, we perfect.
What?
What the hell? Hell no. The law was not made for a perfect man. All of us coming into the truth because we got stuff we need to fix.
Yeah.
We coming out the sick Christian church just like you.
For real, though.
Likewise with your spouse. So some of y'all watch too much Disney growing up. For real, you watch too much damn TV. You think falling in love means y'all never meet a miss. No, man. No. That's not biblical. Read that for me.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28.
Come on.
But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting married. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh.
But if you choose to get married, you're going to have trouble in the flesh. As y'all becoming one flesh, y'all going to realize that it's things that y'all not entirely compatible with each other on.
Message.
Certain things that y'all going to get on each other's nerves. Certain ways about yourself. Does that mean counsel the marriage? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to jump the gun, but if we really believe that we God chosen people after all these years of rebellion and wickedness and idolatry, if we still believe Christ down with us till the wheels fall off, if we really believe that, why the hell is we going through these type of things in our marriages? I don't get it. We ready to give up the ghost. And she ain't even because the scripture say except to be for fornication. If she step out, you cut off. She ain't did that. She ain't entertained no other man, but you can't stand her.
This ain't right.
You ready to put hands on her. You ready
That's
to pull
some
firearms
evil
on her? The hell? This ain't right. Ephesians 5:28.
This ain't right.
Ephesians 5. Come on.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies.
What did the Bible say?
So ought men to love their
what?
wives. To love.
To what?
To love their wives as their own bodies.
Come on.
He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
You love your wife, you love yourself. Read.
For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church.
Right. You take care of your own body. Even that apply to lower backs too. You overnourish your damn self. You always making sure your stomach on the full tank.
Damn.
The hell is this? You understand? And for you brothers that out that's always in the gym, you work. Some of y'all go to school. You got rank. You got a wife and kid, but you still find time for athlete mode. 6 hours a week.
Damn.
That means you cherish your body. You know what I'm saying? You be in the gym flexing. Look at my muscle. You understand? That's you.
No.
God said you supposed to have that energy towards your wife. She came from you. We love to pull that. The woman is of the man, made for the man. Yeah, that means she came from you. So you got to treat her like that.
Yeah.
You got to treat her like you treat you. That's what God said. Treat her like you treat you. Verse 33.
Verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself.
You see that? It's simple. Love your wife even as you love yourself. Go ahead.
And the wife see that she reverence her husband.
Highly respect, highly regard her husband. Read the verse before that.
Verse 32.
Go ahead.
This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church.
That's what marriage represents. So, the wife being a weaker vessel, that represents us, the church. And Christ represents the husband. That's the Lord.
Yeah.
So, that's why I say, husbands, love your wives. Wives, reverence your husband. Just like we supposed to fear the Lord and obey the Lord and submit to the Lord in all things. Marriage is supposed to be a replica. You understand? Of the relationship between Christ and Israel. Read verse 25.
Verse 25.
Come on.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
That's a commandment. Love your wives even as Christ loved the church. Because we read the 22 and stuff, but submit even as unto the Lord, right? But wait a minute. Read that verse again.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
Who is the church? Israel.
Yeah.
Israel was unworthy. Israel was, stubborn, rebellious, all that. Christ came and died. You know what I'm saying? Gave us grace and mercy. Now, if we continue to rebel against the Lord, he gonna depart from me. I never knew you. We ain't coming to the bride chamber. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming to the marriage feast. But nevertheless, the grace and mercy was extended to us when we was unworthy.
Message.
So we supposed to love our wives even as Christ loved the church. Read.
And gave himself for it.
And gave himself for it. Read.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Right. So this is twofold. going to the great mystery. Marriage represent Christ in the church. So Christ, right, like I just said, Israel, unworthy, stubborn, rebellious. But through Christ, we become sanctified. You understand? Same thing, your wife. Yeah, the Babylonian black woman, all that, yeah, trauma, was raised a certain way, blah, blah, blah. But through you, brother, she supposed to become sanctified.
Yeah.
Through the washing of the water by the word. Watch this. Go to Ephesians 4 and 11.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 11.
Hold on. Did I read the without spot or wrinkle? Read that. 27.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 27.
Watch this.
That he might present it to himself a glorious church,
That Christ may present it as a glorious church. Talking about us. Go ahead.
not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
So that's Christ's objective with us. We full of blemishes. But his objective is to present us without blemish through the process of sanctifying us, washing us by the water of the word.
That's right.
And is stating this in the same charge that he's giving the husbands to the wives. So watch this. Go to chapter 4, verse 11.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11.
Come on.
And he gave some apostles.
So Christ gave apostles, leaders, elders, go ahead,
and some prophets,
prophets,
and some
and
evangelists,
some evangelists. Go ahead.
and some pastors and teachers.
Read. So when you examine Israel United in Christ, we got bishops, deacons, captains, officers. You got different levels of leadership. Some that deal with you on a day-to-day basis. Some that oversee you. You understand? Oversee the entire nation. We got all these different facets of leadership. For what?
For the perfecting of the saints.
For the what?
For the perfecting of the saints.
So Christ put an entire ministry in place to perfect the imperfect Israelites. You understand?
Damn.
And we go through trust and believe the leadership that teach the scriptures and do these classes and stuff like that. This didn't just happen. You can't just be a black person and come and do this. You got to go through a rigorous transformation process via the Holy Spirit.
For real though.
You got to be tormented with discipline for years, have your senses exercised. You understand? Go through much chastisement to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Lord said, I'm going to set that system up just for you, to perfect you. Come on.
For the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ,
Read.
till we all come in the unity of the faith.
Because just like I said, a husband and wife, y'all get married, y'all becoming one flesh. That's why it's trouble in the flesh. You understand? That's why we come into this truth. It's people that don't stay in the truth. Because they can't endure the perfecting of the saints. They can't endure the rebuke that come from the apostles and teachers. They can't examine themselves when the scriptures come out to sanctify them, to cleanse them.
Message.
You understand? But that sanctifying and cleansing is going to take place till we all do what?
Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God.
Come on.
Unto a perfect man.
Unto a perfect man. The twain shall be one. Go ahead.
Unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ.
So the teaching ain't going to, the Spirit of Christ is going to reign throughout the prophets until we get to that level.
That's right.
Until we edified and built up and cleansed to that level.
Yeah.
That mean that's a message to you men that always got something bad to say about you, always bad mouthing your wife. All right, go to Hebrews 2 and 10. So going back to the point about, the TikTok, right? The clip. We think that marriage is supposed to be perfect. That we ain't gonna, go through. It's supposed to be already perfect. No.
Hell no.
Your marriage got to be perfected, just like we got to be perfected in this truth through the ministry of Christ. The same thing in a marriage. So the husband, you got to teach your wife. You got to instruct your wife. Not just hitting her upside the head with the damn scriptures.
What?
Making her hate the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Y'all, some of you brothers put a bad taste in your wife's mouth for the Bible.
That's
Because of how you use it. In 1 Timothy, it talk about that. Some people use the law, but not lawfully. I'm butchering it, but I think it's verse 7, 8. You don't know how to use it. But you also instruct her by your example, like Christ did for the disciples. 1 Peter 2, he leaving us an example that we should follow his steps. You are responsible for the building up of your wife's faith. All right?
Yeah.
But this is another thing that's going to perfect us. Hebrews 2 and 10.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 2, verse 10.
Come on.
For it became him, for whom are all things,
Right. Talking about Christ. Go ahead.
and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory,
Bringing us unto glory. Go ahead.
to make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings.
So how was Christ perfected? Through sufferance. It's impossible for your marriage to grow and to be nurtured and for y'all to love each other more and more without suffering.
Message.
You have to, that's why Paul said it's going to be trouble in the flesh. You're going to have to go through times of suffering in a marriage. But when we going through it, we get so damn stupid. Why? Why I gotta suffer? The hell? Why Christ still gotta suffer you and choose you
Yeah.
and get you the kingdom, give you the kingdom?
For real though.
If you want to talk about why, you know what I'm saying? Why the Lord gotta do that? The hell? James 1 and 2.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 2.
Come on.
My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations.
Why?
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Come on.
But let patience have her perfect work.
Read.
That ye may be perfect.
That ye may be what?
That ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Everybody want to be perfect. Everybody want to be entire. Everybody want their marriage to lack nothing. But in order to get there, you gotta fall into diverse temptations. You gotta suffer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through it with your spouse. Ain't no way around it. So it's simple to be understood. You hear in the class the precept. That makes sense, Captain. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when you going through it, it's the Satan be in the damn midst.
Y'all better take heed to this.
Same thing that happened in the garden. Get that in Isaiah 58:9. Instead of us realizing, wait a minute, this is a part of us having to be perfected, us having to be sanctified, me having to love you despite your faults like Christ loved us. You having to reverence me. You know what I'm saying? All of that, you learning how to reverence me. Like we learning how to reverence the Lord. Nah, you just stink.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you just a bum. You gonna be a bum forever. You know what I'm saying?
What?
We forget the scriptures when we going through the situation.
Yeah.
And this is what we do, Isaiah 58:9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 9.
Read.
Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from
So the Lord gonna deal with us if we do what?
if thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger.
The what?
The putting forth of the finger.
The Lord want us to stop doing that. But we do that, especially in marriage. If our marriage ain't where it's supposed to be, and the love ain't where it's supposed to be, it's never our fault. It's never my fault.
Damn.
It's your fault. It's cause of you, cause you ain't, but you know what I'm saying? We always putting forth the finger.
This ain't
We
right.
go through the trouble in the flesh like the Lord said we would go through. We fall into diverse temptations like the Lord said we would go through, with the objective of perfecting you. But you forget that, and then you know what you do? You blame your spouse for that low point in a marriage, and you never let it go. What is that called? Give me that real quick. Put that on the screen.
Resentment.
What?
Resentment.
Right, you grow resentment for your spouse. Go ahead.
A feeling of indignant displeasure or persistent ill will at something regarded as a wrong, insult, or injury.
Right, so meaning,
Damn.
because we not perfect, we're going to hurt one another's feelings at some point, but you never let that go. And you hold that against your spouse once that happens. That resentment. What's the synonym? Scroll down to the synonym.
Grudge.
Hit the CR. But I like that. Grudge. What's some
Grievance.
more?
Hostility. Bitterness.
Bitterness.
Score.
Say that's what I wanted right there. That word grudge and bitterness. Give me the TikTok real quick.
Bring it out.
Give me that next TikTok.
Oh, that's a silent killer for a relationship. It's like a cancer in a relationship. This specifically happens when things go unaddressed, or maybe even if they are being addressed, maybe one person's focused on all the flaws, the negative traits of their partner, which anybody could do that, right? But what happens is you grow to loathe, hate your partner. You resent them to the point where you're looking at them like they scum of the earth. And I feel like once you
Pause.
reach that level of...
So she's saying resentment leads to hatred. When you resent your partner, it's something that you blame on. The reason why you can't get up, the reason why you got erectile dysfunction is because she overweight. She got shape.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? For real. The reason why you blowing up, sister, you didn't gain 100 pounds of love from this man because he don't motivate me to work out.
Are you serious?
You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, that breeds hatred.
That's
You plant a seed of hatred, a root of bitterness. And what do roots do? Roots sprout up and it grows. Sometimes it grows damn big limbs and branches and fruits. So it turned from one little thing to everything they do. You can't stand it. Damn, why he blink like that?
Hell no.
Why he open a door like that? I don't like how you open a door.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You always make the sound, make the dough, like open it faster.
I don't
the
get
hell? For real. Every little thing that what resentment do, man. Go back to the video.
like hatred towards your partner, it's really hard to come back from that. And speaking from experience, I feel like that's what occurred with me and my ex-husband, because he had this idea of how he wanted me to be, right? And when you go into it with this logic of, okay, I need you to be like this, and you're trying to force somebody to live up to some unrealistic expectations you set for them in your head, you're gonna lose every time, because none of us are perfect. So he spent the whole time like nitpicking me, just ripping me apart, analyzing me, doing this, that, and the third. While me, on the other hand, I'm just sitting here like trying to be patient, trying to accept him for how he is, trying to be realistic about the fact that, you know, things that he may need to work on aren't going to change overnight. It may change in 2 years. It may change in 5. Who knows? But you have to have patience, right? And it got to a point where the whole relationship was just me being picked apart. And at some point, that led to him having a lot of resentment towards me. So when he had abandoned me and left me in a bad way, it wasn't until like maybe 3 months later to where he even apologized for doing it and could call it effed up for what it was, because he then realized like, oh, like she really didn't deserve that. Like she wasn't this terrible person. And I do think he felt like we just weren't compatible, and that may have been true in a lot of cases. But I also want people to understand that ain't nobody you with gonna be perfect. You're not perfect. Okay? And I feel like when you start getting to a point where you're nitpicking your partner, you tearing them apart, all you can look at is they negative, start looking at yourself. Start self-reflecting for yourself. Start looking at the things that you can work on. Start looking at the things that maybe you can start to grow in, areas that you can grow in. Because I'm telling you, once you reach that level where you've learned to hate or loathe, resent your partner, it is really hard to come back from that. Like, just them breathing will set you off. They could literally be doing, you can come to them and say, hey, look, I don't like when you do this, and they can fix it, and it still won't be good enough for you. Damn. Because now in your mind, they is your arch enemy. And in my ex-husband's mind, I was enemy number one. And the whole time I'm like, bro, I have not done nothing to you. And the stuff you've asked for, I've tried to accommodate. Granted, not in the exact way you want it, but nobody's going to give you anything in the exact way. Or be able to change overnight. Like, the expectation is unrealistic. So, you know, when he finally apologized to me about abandoning me and stuff, I thought it was crazy that it took him so long to do that. But then in retrospect, it's like he pretty much hated me because he spent so much time so focused on every negative thing he could find about me. And that will literally make you hate somebody. I probably could have hated him if I would have let myself nitpick him to shit. Like, because there was things that I felt like areas I felt like he could grow in and stuff like that. But it's not realistic to expect somebody to, one, be everything that you've imagined them to be, because we are all humans and we all come with our flaws. Yes, you should have deal breakers, but to expect somebody to check every box is extremely unrealistic. And also to expect them to reach a set of standards unrealistic standards that you might have set for them in your head. It is a recipe for resentment because they inevitably will not be able to accommodate those unrealistic expectations. So, yeah, I'm sure even to this day he self-reflects on that. Like, yeah, a lot of the stuff I was mad at her about, I was either contributing to or wasn't contributing to out of immaturity. So, yeah, that resentment, baby, boy, that'll kill a relationship fast. Dead and fast.
Hey, remind me, it's a lot of things that went through my head when I was watching it, but it's two main things that came to mind. Don't forget to remind me about the second one, because I will forget. So the first thing, it reminded me of Saul and David. Saul resented David. I know that ain't no marriage, but Saul resented David, and David was his armor bearer. David put his life on the line for Saul.
Yeah.
Like the picture, I ain't trying to say that she not who she said she was in the marriage or whatever, but according to, we just hearing her side of the story, she was basically Abigail. She was, trying her best to be a good wife. David was a good servant. And Saul resented him. He planted in his mind, this nigga want to take my kingdom. And that led to what? Hatred. David became his what? Arch enemy.
Yeah.
Arch enemy. That can happen in a marriage.
This ain't right.
For real. You plant that seed in your heart. I said two, right? The second thing, this made me think of the power of self-examination. We always talk about self-examination. We pull the 2 Corinthians 13:5, all the precepts to say examine yourself and all of that. But think about marriage. That's your portion. Y'all one flesh. God joined y'all together. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And in order to, listen to what I'm about to say. It's impossible to justify you feeling like they're unworthy of you. The reason why I say that is because self-examination is about you looking into the mirror, which is the Bible, and you seeing all your flaws based on the fact that you not yet lining up with Christ. You not yet to that full stature and perfect man. You reading the script, you seeing what you lack, whatever you examining, you working on it, right? So technically, the only way you could justify that spouse feeling unworthy of you is if you was perfect like Christ, which is not true, because if you was perfect like Christ, then you would love that person though they were unworthy, just like Christ loved us.
That's right.
You understand? So that just shows it's zero self-examination that's the damn recipe for resentment right there.
For real though.
You really taking it that far in your mind to blame something on your spouse to try to justify hatred against them?
This ain't right.
Like you ain't done nothing? Like you ain't played a role in it? What the hell? This is crazy.
That's some evil
Go to
stuff.
Colossians 3:19.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 19. Husbands, love your wives.
Again. Come on, y'all. It's in the Bible a lot. Husbands, love your wives. Read.
And be not bitter against them.
And be not bitter against them. Don't resent them. Don't have resentment against your wife, bro. That would destroy your marriage.
Does everybody understand that?
That will destroy your marriage. And it ain't just brothers being resentful against their wives. Play that next TikTok.
Sitting here crying because I want. But the only reason I can't is because I don't want to make anybody feel sad. I don't want nobody to be hurt like, oh, Chelsea's gone. But I'm sad and hurt and lonely every single day. And don't nobody care. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. I've been crying out for help. And I'm about to smoke and drink. I'm cooking dinner. I deep cleaned my house today. I woke up at 6 a.m. I went on a walk by the river.
So it's a lot in there. Hey, some of the y'all know that meme they always use it on the sister page, the dark skinned skinny sister. They be like, I can't do it. But some of y'all sisters watching that like, ooh, that's me, girl. I feel you.
Damn.
I feel you. You identified the hell out of that junk.
For real.
But the reason why she felt like that, she said she crying for help. She on social media. Everything she described what she tried to do to get over, or what's the word, suppress her resentment against her husband. I get up early, I cook, I do this, I do that. Now I'm gonna smoke and drink. Some of y'all, since we know y'all vaping. Some of y'all didn't hit the vape.
Serious?
It is what it is. Yeah, drink for sure. Go to Sirach 20 and 2. You gotta watch for stuff like that.
Damn.
For real. Why that brother wife? She be more festive than brothers. Festive ass sister. I ain't got the drink. I'm telling you, there's something behind that right there. Sirach 20 and 2.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 verse 2.
Come on.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Then to be what?
Than to be angry secretly.
That's what happened. You suppress those feelings. You become resentful. And you try to mask it with just trying to keep yourself busy and so on and so forth. But you really should have communicated. And if the communication got shut down, you really do got to cry out for help. That's why it's important. That's that Ephesians 4 and 11. The Lord gave us apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, teachers. It's so many avenues for you to get counsel and get the solutions to your problems. We can do classes like that. And understand, this class is not a one size fits all. This topic, we can go all night into next week, and it still won't cover all the bases.
Yeah.
In order for you to fix your marriage once resentment comes into play, you have to go. You have to get counsel.
That's right.
You need surgery. You
Y'all better take heed to
understand?
this.
You need a doctor of the law to perform surgery. And it ain't gonna be one counsel session either.
Message.
For real. But you'll say, see, I don't want nobody to know my business, and they not gonna understand. He gonna take my husband's side, blah, 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 blah. And what happens? Sirach 20 and 2. Angry secretly. You try to suppress it. You throw on that hair wrap and the dress and the fringes, knowing damn well you don't want to be here. you don't want to be with this man.
This ain't right.
Read that verse again.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Come on.
And he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt.
And what's crazy about it, and women and men do this, but women do this for sure. Some of y'all expect y'all husbands to be mind readers. You hold them accountable for not addressing the issue in you that you never communicated. You never gave him a chance to confess his fault. Sisters do this all the time. A brother may be frustrated at something else, and you come in and, hey, babe, can I, give me a sec. He in the moment, he frustrated about something else. He not even it ain't even registering in his mind that he just kind of was rude to you. He's in a whole nother zone. But you shut down, you get in that mode. So he come an hour or two later, he not cognizant of what happened. And he, hey babe, come here. And you, like, the hell?
No.
What's wrong with you? Nothing. Huh? You good? Yeah, I'm good. What? Women do that. Read that verse again.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Sisters, y'all gotta apply that. Stop.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand that?
And he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt.
Get a brother a chance to confess his fault.
Yeah.
For real, one brother read your damn mind. Stop
For real
it.
though.
That's not healthy. Ain't that a soundbite? How is that
helpful?
Give me the next TikTok. Now this one a little extreme, I ain't gonna lie. But this, this is an extreme story of resentment, but I'm gonna show y'all how a lot of us can relate to it. Play that clip right there.
I hate my wife, but I may never get a chance to divorce her. Before you jump down my throat, let me give some backstory to this situation. I, 28 male, have my wife, Amber, 28 female, and we've been married for the last 10 years.
What?
Today, I woke up in the morning, grabbed her out of bed, showered her, wiped her ass, fed her, and then sat her inside of her favorite chair with her favorite show playing. My wife, for all intents and purposes, is a shell, a body of the person that she used to be. A year and a half ago, my wife got into a tragic car accident. She got hit in a T-bone collision going 75 while running a red light. I stopped loving my wife 2 months ago. And I know what you might be thinking, it was because she was in a vegetable state. No, that was not it. I still loved my wife inside of that state and took care of her every single day. I still take care of her every single day. The reason I hate my wife was because of what I found in her phone. I was going to do a collage of our relationship and put it inside of our room to show how commemorative we are together. All the trips we took together, all the places we have been, everything we have visited on my dime because I loved her and I cared for her and I wanted her to have the best things in the world. Well, when I went into her phone, I kind of saw some messages from the exact day of the accident. It pretty much was, hurry up. Where are you? I need you right now. I'm on the way. I love you.
Damn.
I had trouble getting away from him. Who's him? I'm him. I looked at the phone and I was shocked. I've never seen this name before, but after scrolling through the messages, I saw pictures, I saw videos, I saw things that I couldn't even get her to do with me. In Barbados, I couldn't even get her to do with me. In Japan, I'm sitting there like, wait, we went all over the world, and you did this next door? You did this down the street? You did this a block away? Okay, this is ridiculous. So I had to see who the man was. I had to find him. I had to know who was this great man. And I went to his page, and I saw he was inside of a relationship. He got into a relationship 2 days after my wife's accident. After the lady that he was smashing on got put into a military situation, got vegetabilized. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Somebody that loved you with all of their heart, that would take care of you every single day while you were sick, you don't love, you're not there for, you won't do these things for, but somebody that will leave you 2 days after your accident, somebody that won't give a second fuck if you're okay after your accident, that's the person you love? So you know what her favorite show is? Every single day, I sit her down in front of the TV and I show her that he didn't give a fuck about her. And I make her watch as he...
See, that took a turn, didn't it? You was at the beginning, you were like, dude, bugged out. Then you was watching, you were like, I'm so Zach. So,
Hell no.
no. That, like I said, that's an extreme story.
This is crazy!
But and this don't necessarily apply to brothers and sisters that get married in the truth. Don't necessarily apply. But for a lot of us that came into the truth and was already married or decided to go on and get the papers or whatever, because a lot of brothers, they come to the truth and they living with their baby mama. They like, damn, I got to stop getting my little rocks off and we gonna go and get the papers. But y'all got a lot of baggage coming from the world. And it be on both sides. It's something he did, something she did in the past. And those past events will rear their head in the truth. And that bitterness, that resentment will be resurrected out of nowhere. Just whenever, it'll just flare up. All right? But go to 2 Corinthians 5:17. So, you know, in his situation, he didn't know that was the cause of the wreck. He thinking that my baby, she, you know, don't know how to drive, driving crazy, got in a wreck, now I got to take care of her. Just for to find out she was driving fast to get to that other nigga. Damn. And God judged her. But because you don't want to look like the bad guy and leave her in a vegetable state by herself, you just resentful and taking it out on her every day, making her watch. Damn! That's a crazy story right there. It's a crazy world we live in. But 2 Corinthians 5:17.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Right. And a lot of us don't believe that whenever them trials come. Because, like I said, you bring a sister into the truth. Y'all get married. But you know, in the world, she did some things. And whenever, you know, you trying to correct her with the scriptures and she ain't listening, or she had the spirit, or she defraud you, especially when she defraud you, you're like, man, you was a hoe. You was going for all this in the world. You let them train on you. You did such on camera, but you can't even been over for 5 minutes and the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. The trials bring out them old demons that the Lord said is passed away. That means you got resentment. You resentful. Go Sirach 28:2. Sirach 28:2.
Let's
Book
go.
of Ecclesiasticus chapter 28 verse 2. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he have done unto thee.
Right. And in the context of a woman cheating on you in the truth, you got to let her go. That's Matthew 19:9, Jeremiah 3:1. That's law. Let her go. But you still have to forgive. Forgiveness is mandatory regardless.
For real though.
You can't hold nothing against nobody. Like, you're defiled. Like, you can't be my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say nothing justifies resentment.
That's right!
You understand? So if you made the cognizant choice, even though she did this in the past, you understand? He did this in the past, whatever. Guess what? You gotta forgive.
Yeah.
You gotta let it go. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Amen.
Message.
Come on.
So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Right, because you know damn well it may not have been against your spouse, but it was against God. You got some stuff. You got some dirt. If you want that to be forgiven, you got to forgive your neighbor. Read on.
One man beareth hatred against another. And doth he seek pardon from the Lord?
Right, you praying 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well you got resentment against your spouse. Read.
He showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself.
And with a lot of time, well, a lot of times, sisters, they caught their husband in the world or in the truth doing some stuff. So she like to throw that in his face, hold against him or whatever, try to use it as leverage to defraud him when she don't feel like doing, try to weaponize his mistake. But a lot of times when sisters do that, the only difference between what he did and what you did is that he got caught and you didn't. And the guilt within you, you knowing that's why you act the way that you act.
That's some evil
Some of y'all
stuff.
really resentful against your damn self.
Damn.
For real. That's why I say, read verse 4 again.
He showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself.
How could he? How could he lust after another woman? You know damn well you was on the verge of adultery with your boss last year. You know what I'm saying? Just don't nobody know about it though. You know damn well you was lusting after such and such. You almost shot your shot. But when he do it, he get caught up. How could he do it to me? Stop the cap. Come on.
And doth he ask forgiveness of his own sins?
Watch this.
If he that is but flesh nourish hatred.
Flesh what?
If he that is but flesh nourish
To
hatred.
nourish means to feed. So that's what that brother was doing.
Message.
He thinking he getting some type of get back, but he's only feeding his hatred more and more each day that he sits her in front of the TV and reminds her that the dude didn't moved on with his life.
It's an evil world we live in.
You holding on. You stuck in that. You nourishing hatred. That's what you do. Whenever you hold on to stuff from the past, that resentment, you're feeding hatred. When you feed something, what happens? It grows.
Yeah.
You understand? Ask the Lord back. You feed something, it grows. You constantly bring up that old stuff, and you know what I'm saying? And that all you doing is making it worse. Come on.
If he that is but flesh nourish hatred, who will entreat for pardon of his sins?
Right. You're on the road to condemnation. I hope you understand that.
That's right.
Resentment, bitterness, and bitterness, the archaic word for that is grudging. Give me that in James 5. James 5 and 9.
The book of James, chapter 5 and verse 9.
Come on.
Grudge not one against another.
Right. Don't hold no grudge. You know, I'm telling you, we read these scriptures one against another, thy neighbor and all of that, and we generalize it. But the highest form of these things being applied is within a marriage. A friend and companion never meet amiss, but above them both is a wife with her husband. That's the highest level of neighborship. So you cannot grudge against your spouse.
Yeah.
Read.
Don't fall
Grudge
for
not
it.
one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned.
Lest she be what?
Lest ye be condemned.
So,
Behold,
go ahead.
behold, the judge standeth before the door.
Right. The Lord is watching. Lord see all things.
Yeah.
And you either gonna get it together, repent, forgive your neighbor that you may be forgiven, or when it's that day of reckoning and you think you finna get the kingdom, he gonna slam that door in your face.
Oh!
Get out.
Get out.
I never knew you. You understand? If you holding on to grudges, you resent your spouse for things in the past, you are on the road to condemnation. You're not getting the kingdom.
Yeah.
Ephesians 4:31.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 31.
Man, look. Ain't nobody, ain't a soul worth me burning for eternity. Don't give a damn who you is, what you did, none of that.
For real though.
You not finna make me cash in my ticket to the kingdom or give up my ticket to the kingdom. No. It's a wrap. No, we gonna get past that. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have to get past this right here. Ain't no way.
Message.
But like I said, you sisters, man, I'm telling you, you try to weaponize that and all of that. And I guess you tell yourself, one day I'm going to get over it before Christ come back. One day I'm going to let it go. When I'm done, getting all I can get out of the nigga, taking advantage of him, is trying to, make him feel guilty from time to time to get what I want. One day I'm going to stop doing that. All right. You're going to die. Read Ephesians 4:31.
Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you.
So the Lord said, let all bitterness, let all resentment and wrath and anger, clamor, evil speaking be put away from you. Go ahead.
With all malice.
With all evil intent. Go ahead. That's going to that manipulation, taking advantage, all of that. Come on.
And be ye kind one to another. Tender-hearted.
Read.
Forgiving one another.
Doing what?
Forgiving one another.
Why?
Even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you.
Right. God has forgiven us for Christ's sake. What does that mean? Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Therefore, the Father has forgiven us on his behalf, on what behalf of what Christ did. You understand?
Yeah.
So if the Father can forgive us for committing adultery, spiritual fornication against him, because his son died for us, not nothing that we did, we can't exercise that same thing with our spouse? For Christ's sake, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, man. If the Father that created everything, you understand? The Father of spirits forgave us for Christ's sake. Why we can't do it?
Hit the
That's blasphemy. You think you're better than God? You Kevin Gates, you will go to war with God. That what you will do?
Hell no.
Give me so we dealt with resentment. That's one thing that leads to hatred in marriage. That's one way you can get there. Now let's deal with discontent. Put it on the screen.
Discontent.
Mm-hmm.
Dissatisfied. Discontented.
Scroll down. There we go.
A lack of satisfaction with one's possessions, status, or situation. Lack of contentment.
Lack of contentment. Which is, again, we read it. The Lord said, she is thy portion. You came from him, for him. But nah, God, you made a mistake. He ain't good enough for me. I ain't come from him. You got the wrong, you know what I'm saying? You made an error. She ain't good enough for me. That ain't my rib.
Don't fall for it.
All right? Being discontent. Play that clip now. Well, go back, let me see. Scroll down. Ooh, I like that one too. Yeah.
Restless aspiration for improvement.
A restless aspiration for improvement. You meaning you not satisfied that no, you can always do better. You're never good enough.
Damn.
All right, play that clip real quick.
Let's talk about how your spouse could be your worst enemy. A lot of folks don't talk about this topic, but I'm going to talk about it tonight. The person that you lay with every single night, the person that you say I do to, could be your worst enemy. Well, how can they be your worst enemy? If they're not supporting you, if they're not changing their ways to make the relationship better, they are considered an enemy. They are slacking and don't want to better themselves, they are considered an enemy. If they are not helping you financially, but they lay down with you every single night and don't help you out financially, they are considered an enemy. And this might not make sense to a lot of people, but if you really look at it spiritually, they are considered an enemy. Anybody that claim that they love you and claim that it's teamwork and they not putting in no effort to keep the relationship is considered an enemy. Let's talk about it. It don't even matter how much your spouse say they love you. If they not supporting your dreams and helping you push your vision, they are considered an enemy. If the person that you're with right now is holding you back from your blessings, they are the enemy too. That's why y'all gotta be careful of who y'all date and who y'all marry, because they can say they love you all day long, but do they really mean it? Are they there for you mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Because if they not and they're holding you back, that could be your enemy. Y'all better take heed.
So you can look at her and tell she got stuff wrong with her, Miss Spiritual Queen. You understand? Yeah, girl, if he ain't supporting your dreams and aspirations, girl, he your arch enemy.
Oh! Shut the hell up.
What the hell you talking about? Go to Sirach 26:26 for the sisters. Some of y'all crazy. Some of y'all, I'm telling y'all, the whole dreams thing is in your mind. You were supposed to be, what's the woman name from How to Get Away with Murder?
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
Damn, what's her name? Not a lawyer. What her character name? What? Annalise? You were supposed to be Annalise Keating. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a star attorney, a top neurosurgeon. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to be a star, but you met him and had his kids. Now you're a stay-at-home mom, or you work from home, whatever the hell. And he's ruined your life. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 26.
Come on.
A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
Right, you got to honor your husband. Go ahead.
But she that dishonoreth him.
She that dishonoreth him, meaning disrespect him, go ahead.
In her pride.
In her what?
In her pride.
I don't know. It's crazy how prideful a lot of women are.
This is crazy.
They really feel like they deserve everything.
Damn.
If he ain't supporting your dreams, if he ain't taking you to Popeyes at 10 o'clock, that's what you really want to say. He won't get you no 4-piece.
Oh!
If he forget the honey, he bring the biscuits back without the honey.
Huh?
He your arch enemy. That's what you really want to say. Some sisters is prideful as hell. Why do you think you just deserve Mr. Perfect, man? Look at you.
What's this?
What the hell?
Let the BS go.
She that dishonoreth him in her pride, go ahead,
shall be counted ungodly of all.
That's what God said. You the devil.
That's
You the worst
right.
type of woman. Yeah. Unappreciative, ungrateful. For real, discontent. 2 Timothy 3:1.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Come on.
This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Dangerous times, read.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
The word for means because. So the first reason why these times are so dangerous. The chief reason why is because men and women gonna be lovers of them own selves. Everybody put they self and their wants and desires for, and they call them needs. I got my needs. No, they're desires.
Hell no.
You understand? Dreams. The hell is this? Everybody value their dreams over their relationships.
He ain't lying.
And if that person in a relationship is not supporting your dream, then they your enemy. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's why divorce is what it is. That's why she'll leave at the drop of a dime. She'll cheat on you at the drop of a dime. You understand?
Message.
And men selfish as hell. Selfish as hell. Don't give a damn about nothing but they nut. For real. Know what they call it? Narcissists. That what the Lord, that what he said. In the last days it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be a world full of narcissists. Narcissistic men and women.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stay on the women for a second. Give me the next video.
Bring it out.
Watch this.
I just saw a video of a woman who was talking about how miserable she is in her marriage, talking about how she's been with this man for 12 years. She's a stay-at-home wife. That's what she wants to be, a stay-at-home wife/mom. They have a small child, and she's really upset because she says she feels she has to literally beg him to help her. That, you know, he goes to work, but that's all that he does. And she has to literally take care of everything else. She has to take care of the child. She has to cook dinner. She has to clean up, run errands, do everything to help everyone. And she's feeling overwhelmed. She hates him. She hates him more than she's hated anybody. And she can't believe this. But she can't just leave her marriage. I mean, she has to have a plan. She doesn't have the means to be by herself and still be able to stay at home. So she has to have this plan, and this plan, I'm assuming, is going to end with her trying to leave him and take everything. Here's the thing. Why is it that everyone acts like as though work is so easy?
I don't get
Work is so easy, right? Have you tried it? Because work is so easy that you don't want to do it. Work is so easy that you complained every time you had to, and you dread the day that you'd have to go back. Work is so easy that it takes not just the 8 hours, but additional time to get yourself ready to go there, to de-stress. You have to put in all these extra hours that you don't get any credit for. You deal with people you probably don't like, and you're told what to do by someone who's constantly breathing down your back. In most cases, work is actually quite miserable, and you understand this so much that you don't want it for yourself. But when someone else, the person you're married to, has to do it day in and day out, you somehow think it's so easy. Should you have help? Yeah. Should the person who you're married to understand that you too need a break, because being at home isn't a picnic, especially when dealing with a small child and having to clean up after everyone and cook meals and worry about everyone all the time? Sure. But should we be emasculating? Should we be coming on this app and telling everyone how trash your relationship is and how little he actually does and how little you actually care about him and how much you deserve more? No. Some of y'all are so toxic you don't understand it, but you wouldn't want to walk a mile in his shoes, yet you don't appreciate that he does it for you. Men literally can't win.
So, now I know some sisters think, well, I work. I go to work and I cook and clean and do all that. So, well, all praise to the Most High. You work. I mean, well, how come you couldn't find a husband that was rich enough for you not to work? Huh? I mean, what? Shut up. All right. Now, some sisters, they work, but they work from the comfort of their home or whatever. They still there with the kids or whatever. But some sisters, they go to work. Message. Like, they go to work. And, you know, I really, you know what I'm saying? And this is not, because my wife, she had to work when we first got married in terms of, like, going and hitting the clock. But I'll pray to the Most High. The Most High put us in a position where over the past few years, she would not have to work or work part-time from home or work full-time from home. You know what I'm saying? And when I go to work every day with my brothers, I pray the Lord gave me a job with my brothers.
That's right.
Every day I'm in there with women, I be like, hell no, I can. And you know, it be full-blown couples in there too, like married couples. It's crazy work. I be like, well, ain't no way in hell I could send my wife up here every day. Ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. Talking about walk a mile in my shoe, bro.
Boy, ain't no way. Boy.
I could show you right now. I'll walk at least 6 miles a day.
That's right.
In the span of the 10-hour shift. Damn. 6 to 8 miles a day.
Yeah.
Stairs and all. Flights. You understand? I wouldn't want that for my wife. And a lot of sisters don't understand for one, the sacrifice. Your husband, out of love, he try his best to keep you from having to do that. And yeah, you might have to work from home, but he love you something. He really don't want that for you. He do everything in his power to avoid you having to do that. And for two, him doing that, you don't consider, for one, of course, the labor. You understand, being on his feet all day and the stress of having to deal with bosses and co-workers and, you know what I'm saying, demands, unrealistic demands and all type of stressors. But also, at a lot of these jobs, these brothers is fighting temptation all day, faithfully. Message. You understand? Not because they want to be tempted, but because they men in the flesh. What you want your husband to be gay? If it's women out there and they attractive, he gonna have to fight temptation. He doing that every day.
Yeah.
8 to 12 hours or more than that for you. But you come home, you don't spend time with me or the kids, and you never.
Get out.
Tweaking. Tell you the type of sister that think like that. Go to Proverbs 6. The inconsiderate wife. Proverbs 6:26.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 verse 26.
Come on.
For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread.
So remember at the end of the video, she said, I'm guessing the plan is, which we have seen manifest many a times, especially with our people. Woman leave with everything. Or at least half of everything. But she wasn't with him shooting in the gym. You understand? But by means of a whorish woman, a man will lose everything. Go ahead.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
What does that mean? Because I know, I did a class about the hunter and all of that some years ago. But think about an adulteress, right? That ain't just a woman that's going after your husband.
Hell no.
That's a woman with a husband. Also, a woman with a husband, the Bible says she seek for the precious life. Meaning, the reason why she'll step out on her husband is because she discontent. He always working. He never working. He at the house too much. He never at the house. I need a man that could take me on the cruises and be rich and spend all my money and spend all this time with me. And I'm like, what? You trying to marry a rich duke, a European man that just inherited riches for being born to a certain lineage? I don't get it. The hell? We don't got them. Ain't no niggas like that.
Hell no.
You understand? Yeah. But that spirit, she want the precious life. She don't want to go through the struggles. She don't want to deal with a man that's
stay the hell away from
Genesis 3, the yoke was given to Adam. You know what I'm saying? She want the precious life. What movie was that? With a sister cheating on her husband with a baller.
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
Temptation. That's that scripture right there. You got that spirit, sister. You will step out on your damn husband. You got an adulterous spirit, don't even realize it yet. Or you might do realize it. You just waiting on old boy to shoot his shot. That's why you don't be fancying up for your husband. You don't give a damn about him. You be fancying up to get that precious man life attention.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
evil stuff.
I'm telling you, that's a real thing. Go to Hebrews 13:4.
Let's go.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Come on.
Marriage is honorable in all. The bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
You're not going to get away with it. Come on.
Let your conversation be without covetousness.
Right. So it's not a coincidence that that verse followed that verse. Talk about marriage, and then it follows it up with let your conversation be without covetousness. And that's the danger of, and I'm going to start with the men because we always talk about the women with this. Some of you brothers, you got wicked co-workers. It's your homeboys. You still got homeboys from the world.
What?
You know what I'm saying? With your daddy be in the world, you still close with your pops, and y'all still be talking about nonsense. You like to go to the bar and shuck and jive.
Come on, man.
And like the class we did last week, the corner conversation, y'all chopping it up about other women and, you know what I'm saying, such and such, such and such. You got to stop that. Cut it out. But a lot of you sisters, you know, you might got a sister, blood sister in the world. And she got a Negro taking her on cruises. She got a Negro taking her to Dubai.
What?
Got the check and she flew by.
Damn.
All of that.
You can't make
y'all
this
be
stuff
like, this girl, he ain't doing it. Well, he worked overtime, and he only brought home $1,400. Girl, I spent that on a purse.
Damn.
You feeding your spirit with them type of conversations. Read that again, verse 5.
Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as he has.
That's a commandment right there. You got to be content with the spouse that God gave you.
That's right.
Read.
For he have said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee.
Right. And it's a scripture that say, is them that is hindered from sinning through want. Maybe the reason why your portion is your portion, a non-rich man, is because if you had a rich man, you'll be a slut and lay with his rich friends and stuff. You probably ain't built for that lifestyle.
Message.
Your spiritual makeup ain't fit to be a wife of somebody rich. You understand? Likewise, you brothers had money, you wouldn't be in this truth. You would have all the hoes.
This is crazy.
For real. I'm telling you. Some brothers, you was in the world getting in, you came into this truth, and you can't get past a warehouse job or something. That ain't my coincidence, bro. For real. All right. Where we at? Give me the next clip. We still dealing with discontentment. So we got on the women, but you know, we're swinging both ways. It is what it is. Play that.
There's a lot of men out there that hate their wife. There's a lot of men out there that hate their wives, bro. I'm dead serious. You know why they hate their wife? Is because they got married out of obligation. They didn't get married because they actually loved the woman. They got married out of obligation. A man gets to a certain point in life, society tells him, okay, it's time to get married. It's time to have kids. It's time to do all that. And they end up doing that with a woman they don't even love. They end up doing that with a woman they don't even care about. They end up with a woman that just sticks around. They end up doing that with a woman that just sticks around.
Pause.
She chases him.
So y'all know where I'm going. See, a lot of brothers. That's your story as to why you came in with the wife you got. You know, that was just baby mama. She stayed down. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But you feel like you settled. Or Exodus 22:16. You came in this truth. You couldn't keep your stuff in your pants. And you know, that sneaky link that was down for the cause that ended up being your wife now. Like, I don't love her at all. I do not love this girl. You know what I'm saying? She is not the one. I know she's not the one. It was for lust only. And it wasn't even that much lust.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's how a lot of I'm telling you, that's why a lot of brothers hate their wife in the truth. So play on.
Everywhere. And he ends up selling for somebody who's just there. It's not who he wants. She just stuck around. She dealt with all his bullshit and she stuck around. I'm dead serious. The men cannot get the women they want is because they broke. Most men don't have enough money. They don't. Do you actually think if a man had a certain amount of money that he would date like just the local women in his city?
Damn.
Do you think if a man actually had enough money that he would date a woman that looked like his wife? Hell, what? No. If a man had the bag that he wanted, bro, he would be in Vegas with bad bitches. He would. If a man had the life that he wanted with the amount of money he wanted, bro, he would have endless amount of bad bitches. He would just have bad bitches until he got tired of that shit. And then he would settle down with the baddest girl he could. Because he could afford it. I'm dead serious. A lot of men end up getting married is because they have no other option. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, what's next in life? Nothing. I have nothing going. I have this fucking job. And now it's time for me to have kids and settle down. That's why they end up hating their life. They hate their wife and they become abusive because they're not happy because it's not the life they want. It's just the life that they settle for. No cap.
And that's some evil stuff right there.
That's some
it's
evil
one thing
stuff.
to in the world, yeah. But in the truth, nah, bruh. That ain't cool.
Hell no.
Supposed to understand it. Look, that's your portion that God gave you. All things, your whole life predicament is because that's what the Lord wanted you to be in.
That's right.
So to feel like that, that's covetousness, which is idolatry. All right. Play that next TikTok. Go with it. Watch this.
Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford to rent on my own. And she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I gotta settle for her. Damn! Literally. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing her a favor. Because she got low self-esteem anyway, and she bad built, so she should be lucky that I'm with her, if that makes sense. So I don't feel guilty about it, but I mean, you know, some gotta give because I can't keep doing this. Like, I could be with somebody I really want, but I refuse to do more, you know? I'm kind of comfortable with being nothing.
This is crazy.
You can't make this up. Go to Sirach 14. Sirach 14:6.
The book of Ecclesiastes.
Somebody, that's a real thing. Somebody be like, the only reason I'm with my wife is because I'm a bum.
Are you serious?
And I ain't ready to not be a bum. So that's why I'm with her. That's why I come sit in the driveway. The driveway is my bedroom, for real. The garage.
Damn.
Read that.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14, verse 6. There is none worse than he that envieth himself.
Right, meaning you never good enough for yourself. You never satisfied with your condition. Go ahead.
And this is a recompense of his wickedness.
Come on.
And if he do it good.
Read again.
And if he doeth good.
If he doth good. by his wife, like what we talking about right now, if he do good by his wife, go ahead.
He doeth it unwillingly.
It ain't because he want to, it's because he need them food stamps. He needs some of that income tax.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? He need lunch for work.
Let the BS go.
Come on.
And at the last, he will declare his wickedness.
If he was to get a good job tomorrow, he'll be gone. If his circumstances change, he'll be out of there.
What the hell is this?
Read.
The envious man hath a wicked eye.
Come on.
He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
Despiseth men or his wife. Go ahead.
A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion.
And what's your portion in his life? Your wife. Covetous man is not satisfied. Even being a bum. And dude was ugly. Being an ugly bum, you still like, I deserve better. It's crazy. Covetous man. Come on.
And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul.
Right. That's that bitterness, resentment, all of that. It all goes together. Now, give me the next TikTok.
I have to agree with the women on this one. A lot of you men do hate your wives. I'm 27 years old. I worked a lot of jobs where men just complain about not wanting to go home. We had this one fella at my job. He doesn't work there no more. But he's talking about his pregnant wife. Is there anything I could do at work to stay here because she's pregnant? She just gets on my nerves. Like, y'all hate y'all partners that much? I'm married. I can't wait to get off work to go back to my wife. So y'all always just want to gaslight women and talking about women just be talking, women this, women that. But if you really think about it, they be saying some facts sometimes. I like to give credit where credit is due. Y'all men need to start picking better partners. And hate women in general. You don't gotta get married to them.
Right. So it's crazy because like I never really understood that. I mean, I guess I understand it, but I never agree with it. Like, unless, you know what I'm saying, we really talking about something constructive or we really, you know, it's really of substance. I'm not finna hang around in a parking lot and talk to you after work. Nigga, I'm gone.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm screwed. Yeah. I'm out of there. I'm trying to get to the crib every day. Even if me and my wife ain't on the best of terms, bro, I'm trying to get to the house.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Go to Sirach 32 and 11. You brothers that hang around in the parking lot after work and, you know what I'm saying, spend a whole nother shift with your co-worker. But, bro, you know and it's like this in the world. We work with brothers. It's like they look forward to coming to work. Like that's their life. Like, that's their friend. That's their circle. They be talking about how they link up outside of work. Like, bro, I don't want to see you niggas when I clock out at all. I don't want to see none of you niggas.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's crazy work. That's why in the truth we ain't supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Look at what God said. Read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 11.
Come on.
Rise up betimes, and be not the last.
Come on.
But get thee home without delay.
That's what God said. Take your ass home, man.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Message.
What is you doing, bruh? They can't love you like she can love you, bruh. Stop with the bromance. Stop. For real. Go to 2 Ezra 14. So this the reason why brothers don't be wanting to go to the house.
Let's go.
Because sometimes, and we gonna touch on it in a second, sometimes the wife is a demon. But sometimes that ain't the case. Sometimes you just don't want to put your foot down. You don't want to come home and look at the mess that you responsible for.
This ain't
2 Ezra 14:13.
2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 13.
Come on.
Now therefore set thine house in order.
What the guy say?
Set thine house in order.
A lot of brothers don't want to do that. You understand? You come home, you make sure she in compliance and she doing it, you getting the kids in order, you making sure the spirit right. That's too much work for you. You'd rather go drink beer. You'd rather go watch the game. You understand? You avoiding responsibility. That's what it is a lot of times. You want to avoid that responsibility. God said, man, get home without delay and set your house in order.
Yeah.
Read.
And reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. And now renounce corruption.
Right. So you ain't even supposed to do the Lord's work first without making sure your house in order. Let alone some recreational stuff. You understand? But brothers don't want to do that. You want to say something?
Yes, sir. You know, that's funny because they think it's easier to lead because we know what we went through in the past couple of years. The stubbornness of Israel in general, dealing with Israel rebelliousness is crazy. So if you don't know how to deal with your wife, how you going to expect to deal with the church? How you going to expect to deal with the brothers? And it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. You supposed to know how to deal with your wife first. You supposed to not. That's the step first that's the practice before you get out there and do the work. Yeah, you got to see that.
Right. You don't want to man up. Remember, Paul said when I was a child, what did he say? I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Well, I remember when I was a child. And shout out to Zion. Come on. I was the exact same. I could never keep my damn room clean. Damn. And when my room get to a certain amount of junky, like I would stop going in there. Like I wouldn't go in there until it was time to go to bed. Like that's when I'm outside all day in the living room all night, sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to walk in and see the junk that I gotta clean up. Damn. That's why a lot of Negroes don't be want to go to the house.
This is crazy.
You know, your kids bad as hell. Your wife's spirit weak. You know what I'm saying? It's too much work. And you trying to avoid that. You understand? You know, you got to man the hell up. Stop thinking like a little 7-year-old boy. Yeah. Don't want to keep his damn room clean. Get your house in order, man. Now play this next one. We still dealing with discontentment. It's another thing. Play that.
In the early stages of my marriage when things were really bad, I wasn't cheating physically, but I started to consume things that I had no business looking at. Photos, videos, posts I was liking on social media, things that planted seeds in my mind, and those seeds grew. Over time, my wife's body stopped being a desire for me. Not because she changed, but because I did. My eyes had shifted. My appetite had shifted. And so our physical intimacy slowly disappeared. And I didn't even realize how much I was starving our marriage while feeding my flesh. This is what temptation does. It doesn't knock your whole house down overnight. It eats away at the foundation until your desires betray your covenant. So hear me when I say this. Be careful what you consume. Be careful what you like. Be careful what you entertain. Because you're not strong enough to flirt with temptation and stay faithful. Not without God. Only in Him do you get the strength to turn your eyes and guard your heart. And if you don't, you'll find yourself slowly destroying what you actually love while chasing what will never love you back. I'm Coach Bear. Marriage takes effort, so put it in.
Damn, what he was saying on point, but he's so damn soft and effeminate, it like taints the message. So we gonna do the job. Give me Matthew 5. Matthew 5:27.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 27.
And we all know the script. We use this for all brothers. But this is primarily for married men. Watch, read this.
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery.
So a lot of brothers, we think, we got it under control. I ain't touch no woman. You understand? I ain't, came near no woman physically. I keep the commandments. Christ said, yeah, I know that's your understanding of old time. Read.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her.
And it's looketh on a woman to lust after her. It ain't talking about a certain distance and, you know what I'm saying? She got to be rich. She could be AI. You know they got that now. You know they got AI porn now, right? You understand? It could be virtual. And in this day and age, majority of the time, that's exactly what it is. Social media, that's where it starts. It might be social media, you follow worldly women, or you watch worldly rap videos and shit like that, and you see ass shaking everywhere. You see baddies. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And then the rabbit hole go a little deeper. You start looking at their pages. Some of their pages got links in the bio. You start clicking on them links. Now you seeing videos. And in videos, they doing stuff that your wife, they already got stuff that your wife ain't got. And then they doing stuff that your wife can't do.
Don't fall for it.
So what the hell you think that's going to make you feel against your wife? To become excited, to get up and to do stuff or whatever, your wife can't fit the bill no more. You got to go to the phone. You got to turn over, duck under the cover. You got to lock yourself in the bathroom. All of a sudden, you just constipated every day. You know what I'm saying? For real. Read that again, 28.
But I say unto you,
it what Jesus said,
that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
We don't understand how heavy that is. That means you corrupted, you defiled. Your mind, your conscience is defiled. That's going to affect your marriage. That's going to affect how you treat your wife, how you deal with your wife, because you are already being secretive. You understand? Whenever you keeping secrets, you act different. You understand? That's by default, period. So now you're acting different. You are guarded. You defensive. You understand? Like I said about the sisters earlier, they'll treat you a certain way because they know they guilty about something that you just ain't found out yet. Brothers be the same way. All extra jealous over your wife because you know damn well what you doing. And you praying she ain't doing the same thing. So now you acting like a damn psycho. I'm telling you that lust, that looking at women and lust after them, Esau know what he know. The Bible say his coming is after the working of Satan. Everywhere you turn and look, every social media platform, every TV show, every movie is going to have something for you to look at and lust at.
Bring it out.
Esau know what he know. Stumbling blocks everywhere.
Message.
So, go to Job 31:1. God gives us a way out.
Yeah.
Like the brother mentioned. Only through God. You can fight off temptation. You can have the Holy Spirit of discipline to fight off these temptations. Job 31:1.
The book of Job, chapter 31, verse 1.
Come on.
I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid?
It's a heavy precept because it's showing a link between your sight and your mind. The eyes is the windows to the soul. The light of the body is the eye. You understand? By what you consume will determine what's going on in your head. When you see a woman that's beautiful, that has things desirable, your mind produces a desirable imagination. That's what Job talking about. Why then should I think upon a maid? I got to make a covenant with my eyes. Go ahead.
For what portion of God is there from above?
Read.
And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high?
Watch this.
Is not destruction to the wicked?
Is not destruction to the wicked? Go ahead.
And a strange punishment?
A what?
And a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity?
We don't understand. Right. We read it earlier. Hebrews 13:4. Whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. We don't understand the variety of judgments available for the things that we do, even when it's virtual. We don't understand.
Yeah.
Every app, even Safari, Google Chrome, all of that, when you download it, you give access to your camera. Yes, you just clicking yes, so you can just use it. You know that they can You know what I'm saying? Whenever they get ready, per se, they can publish Hebrew Israelite in Jergens.
He ain't lying.
And then shout out to Officer Yosef from DC Men's Conference brought it out. The cybersecurity, like, bro, that's the hackers, bro. They main they niche is porn sites.
Huh? Are you serious?
That's you know what I'm saying. That's they main giant. So not only can you be caught and snipped in footage or whatever you doing that damn shameful act, but you wake up one day, all your damn money gone, credit cards maxed out.
Damn.
And then when you gotta explain it, when you trying to figure it out, you know your wife gonna be helping you. And then they gotta come out like, you know what? Was it a site or something that you was on it? Damn it, I was on X video.
This is crazy.
For real, I'm telling you. You gotta meditate on stuff like, is it worth it? Because you never know what type of punishment, what type of judgment the Lord gonna allow for you. Read verse 9.
Y'all better take
Verse
heed
9.
to this.
Here go the worst one.
If
Per
my,
se, outside of, death. T-bone at the intersection.
Yeah.
Come on.
if mine heart have been deceived by a woman,
Uh-huh.
or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door,
Read.
then let my wife grind unto another, and let others bow down upon her.
So, brothers, you definitely don't want to come in and see a man smashing your wife, right? But sometimes you sisters are a part of that problem. Even that next video. Come on.
We are rejecting our husband's initiation of sex. Ladies, sometimes we are rejecting our husband's initiation of sex for reasons that we don't necessarily need to. I'm not talking about when you have a full-blown migraine or you're vomiting or you're like late for an appointment. I'm talking about the I'm kind of tired, or I've got a little headache, or it's been a long day. Times where really you're rejecting it just because you don't feel like it, not because it's a dire need to say no in that moment. And you have to remember, how many times does your husband come home from work and help with the kids or help with the dishes or go off to work with a headache or when he's tired or when he doesn't feel well, but he's doing it anyway? Sex is vitally important to keep a marriage healthy. And if you don't want to do it and you're withholding that from him, you need to ask yourself why. Because the more that you reject that, you're severing the relationship with him. So if you really want to keep your marriage thriving, meet his needs even when you don't feel like it, just like he needs to when he doesn't feel like it.
Down the depth. See, look, we had an effeminate man make a good point in the last video. Now we got damn Karen looking at on point. Give me the scripture. 1 Corinthians 7:3.
The book of
man, listen. I know, I get it. And I ain't gonna say too much. But, and this is why communication is important. But, sisters, y'all be going through stuff. Hormonal and, the headaches, whatever. You drowsy, you tired, you exhausted. And, the night before, he pow, 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 pow. So, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, my back, I need a break. But he can't afford one. You understand? 1 Corinthians 7:3.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Read.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
That due benevolence is talking about sex. Come on.
The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife.
I'm telling you this scripture, bro. We hate it. I'm telling you.
Damn.
Like that's mine. Give it to me. You trying to act all asleep?
Don't fall
let's
for
watch our show. Oh, let's I want to know what's going to happen on the next episode. You know what I'm saying? You know, he done worked a long day. He done went to camp. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So, yeah, let's watch the show. Damn. Peeking every 5 minutes. Trying to make sure he doze off. For real. Some of you sisters ain't right, man. Some of you sisters ain't right. Y'all know y'all be doing that. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5.
Come on.
Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
So that's the time. Outside of course, the uncleanness, Leviticus 15. You know, if y'all fasting and praying together, y'all abstain from sex. But that's a mutual agreement. Go ahead.
And come together again.
And after y'all break the fast, you got to break them off. Come on.
That Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
So that's the most important part of the scripture. You understand? And we touched on the inconsiderate wife, the wife that, the husband go to work and he doesn't come home and be Superman and all of that. But this also is very inconsiderate. And Esau tried to make the point. Like, he got a lot of don't feel like it moments to provide for you. If every time it was time for us to go to work and we had a headache or something wrong or pain or whatever and we called in, we wouldn't have no damn job. And y'all would be complaining and mad. Y'all would be upset.
The hell is this?
My husband a bum. But, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. When you sit up there and, I got a headache, I'm tired, I'm supposed to just take that.
Get out.
Esau ain't gonna take that from me. No, did he? Hey, yo. Esau ain't gonna let me call in because you know what I'm saying? But I'm supposed to just go to sleep with a rock in a hard place.
What?
Because you can't be strong for 5, 10, 15, 20. It depends. Because the less erotic she is, the longer it's going to take. I just kind of dropped the gem right there. But we gotta apply that. Or you a part of the problem, sister. Thus saith the Lord. All right? So, now, last thing, let's deal with the argumentative woman. Still dealing with discontentment, all right? Argumentative woman. Put that on the screen.
With her husband, the woman who's always fighting with her husband, she's usually the one struggling the most. She's yelling because deep down, something's not working. Let's be real. If a relationship feels like a war zone every day, it's probably stuck on one or more of these 4 problems. 1, it's all about her. She can't see past her own wants. The moment she feels wronged, boom, fight mode. 2, she won't give credit. No matter how hard her husband works, it's never enough. She sees his flaws, never his effort. 3, she's emotionally shut off. If he's upset, she doesn't care. No empathy, no connection, just cold. 4, she can't admit she's wrong. Even when she knows she messed up, she'll twist it, flip the blame, or double down. Look, broken marriages aren't always the guy's fault. Sometimes, a woman's need to control everything becomes the final straw. The truth? A woman doesn't fail because she doesn't earn money, or because she's not hot enough. She struggles because at home, she tries too hard to be the boss. There's no softness, no balance. She micromanages. She dominates. She forgets. A home isn't a place to win. It's a place to connect. And that constant need to win in the relationship, that's what makes her lose in the end. The smartest women, they know when to lean in and when to pull back. That's how you build peace. That's how love lasts. If you're with someone like this, fighting won't work. Begging won't work. You gotta play it smart. Wanna know how? Stick around. I've got more coming.
Well, alrighty then. Let's get Proverbs 21 and 9. Try to speed it up.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 9.
Come on.
Who can say
21 and 9?
Forgive me. The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop.
In the attic? You know it'd be mice in the attic, termites, bugs, spiders. You know what I'm saying? Hot. It's better to dwell in the attic, come on,
than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Right, and I know it say broad. When we think broad and we think of physical, but it's talking about being argumentative. But an argumentative woman will provoke that. Read verse 19.
Verse 19.
Come on.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness.
What's in the wilderness, guys? Lions, tigers, bears. Also, skunks. You know what I'm saying? Snakes, you know? All type of danger. Come on.
Then with a contentious and an angry woman.
Right. So the nerve that she gonna hit is worse than the nerve that a wild animal teeth gonna bite. The hell is this? A contentious woman, meaning an argumentative woman. Go to Proverbs 18:6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 6.
Because she always discontent. Nothing satisfies. Always something wrong. You understand? So she's contentious. Proverbs 18:6.
A fool's lips enter into contention.
Right. What did Job say to his wife? You speak as one of the foolish women. Stuff be going on, stuff be happening outside of his control, but you blaming him and all of, man, shut up.
How is that helpful?
What the hell wrong with you? A fool's lip enter into contention and argument. Go ahead.
And his mouth calleth for strokes.
His mouth what?
Calleth for strokes.
And I ain't talking about the good strokes. All right, give me the matter of fact. Give me that in Bible Hub real quick. Proverbs 18:6. What that mean? Your mouth call for strokes. Now, Israel United in Christ is a non-violent Bible-based movement. We do not condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender, especially not against your spouse. All right? But look what the Bible says. Proverbs 18:6. Damn, man. All right. Put that on the screen. I just need the top one. That's
Yes,
it.
sir. The lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite
a beating.
Right. That's what the strokes talking about them hooks. You understand? And that's general. Somebody popping off at the mouth, they asking for it. You understand? And sisters notice, like Yvette on Baby Boy. Some sisters, they know. They know what they doing. They know what they provoking. You understand? And that go with the resentment and all that. You hate your husband. You want him to go to jail. You want him to get put out the body. So you pushing them particular buttons.
Damn.
That ain't right. That ain't right,
Let
sister.
the BS go.
Go to Proverbs 13:10. But brothers, don't hit your wife. And it just leave, bro. Just go.
Yeah.
Get in the car, roll out, take a walk, jog, hike. Don't hit your wife. Don't do it. Because you will be put out.
Don't fall for it.
Understand that. We don't tolerate that. But, you know, some of you sisters, man, I'm telling you,
That's
you
some
be asking me
evil
begging
stuff.
for it. Proverbs 13:10.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 10.
Come on.
Only by pride cometh contention.
And we read earlier that an ungodly woman will dishonor her husband in her pride. Because you don't want to humble down, because you don't want to be quiet, you don't want to accept when you wrong, or apply 1 Peter 3:1 when he wrong, or so on and so forth. You want to argue. You want to go back and forth. You want to get the last word. That's pride. And pride is an abomination. He that hath it shall pour out abomination. Only by pride come contention that can escalate to violence. That's why I say, hold that. Go to Sirach 28. Sirach 28. And the reason why I'm hitting on this is because, no pun intended. The reason why I'm hitting on this is because domestic violence is a thing in the body right now. And that's not to be named amongst us. It shouldn't be no brother putting hands on their wife, putting guns on their wife, all type of wild, crazy nonsense. That's not to be named amongst us. But we gotta do our part. Yes, the brother, he gotta reel his body into subjection, but sisters, stop being contentious. Just be quiet. Just chill. All right, read what you got. What I call? 28, yeah, verse 11.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 28, verse 11. In hasty contention kindleth a fire, and in hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
Damn. Read.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
Right. So in the context of verse 11, it always start with a spark. It always start with just words. You understand? If you blow the spark, meaning you keep the grievous words going back and forth, it shall what?
It shall burn.
It shall burn. Their fire gonna increase into something physical.
Fire!
Come on.
If thou spit upon it.
But if you spit on it, meaning you hash it out, you Proverbs 15:1, the top part, the soft answer, or you just humble down and be quiet. Come on.
It shall be quenched.
It shall be what?
It shall be quenched.
It won't get to that point. Or we calling the cops. Read.
And both these come out of thy mouth.
Meaning you got the power to de-escalate or you got the power to escalate. If you really love your husband, you're not going to intentionally escalate an argument, escalate contention.
Y'all better
You're not
take
gonna
heed
do
to
that.
this.
If you hate your husband, you're gonna try to call for them damn strokes, and he just gonna have to stay in the spirit.
Message.
That goes back to, bro, love your wife, bro. Even when she tripping, tweaking, bro, just don't do that, cause you wouldn't want nobody to steal on you.
Yeah.
Cause hey, the sister might have been out the spirit with you, but she got the congregation of men that love her. Now you just never know. So don't do it, bruh.
Message.
Don't put your hands on it. You don't want no hands put on you. All right, go to Sirach 25:17. No, go back to the Proverbs 13:10. My bad.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 10. Only by pride cometh contention.
Right. So sisters, you gotta humble down, man, and brothers too. You know what I'm saying? Brothers too. I know you the man, you want the preeminence or whatever, but sometimes she got the devil on her. You trying to appeal to Satan? Bro, just walk away.
Message.
Just walk away. Come on.
But with the well advised is wisdom.
With the well advised is wisdom. It say the wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I see where this is going. You ain't finna give me no charge. The hell is this? Let's write 25:17. We almost through.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Right, she got an attitude. She mugging. Go ahead.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Read.
And when he heareth it.
Right, when he hear his wife's voice, he get that notification. You know, some wives set a certain bell when they text, so you know it's her. When you hear that certain notification, damn, he what?
Shall sigh bitterly.
Damn. I gotta go home. Damn. Shit. Your husband feel like that about you. That's a problem. That is a problem.
That's
sister.
some evil stuff.
Come on.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And, I've been very, like I said, the sword swinging both ways in this class for sure. But I'm telling you, more often than not, the woman is the stirrer of the pot. It is what it is. Sometimes the brother just be the damn devil. But for the most part, a lot of times, the brother failed to resist the devil in her. And he jumped out the spirit.
The devil!
So I'm telling you, sisters, man. Just from the beginning. Go back to the beginning, to the roots. Satan loves to use y'all, the weaker vessel. Come on.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness
You
of...
read that already, verse 20.
Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged.
An old man trying to climb up a sandy wall. Go ahead.
So is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
If a old man try to climb up a sandy wall that he can't grip, he probably gonna fall and break something.
Message.
You understand? So, a quiet man, a brother with a calm demeanor, dealing with a wife full of words, she won't stop yapping. He probably gonna fall at the damn spirit and break something. The hell is this? I'm telling you, the Bible is the book of life, bro.
That's right.
Sisters, you see your husband, he trying to be reserved. Now they don't try to turn it up.
Hell no.
Cause once he show you, we built different, literally.
Message.
Like bone density and muscle mass and all that. When he show you that you're the victim now. And you know what I'm saying? He's an abusive and they're a cult, they're a hate group, they hit women. You understand?
This stuff up.
But you just kept poking the damn bear.
What the hell is this?
Sisters, stop. Don't do that. That ain't right.
Bruh, stop it.
That ain't right. I know you got a point you trying to make and you trying to do all that, man. Just be content. At the moment, it is what it is. Talk about it later when you in a better headspace, or just let it go.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Focus on the sufficient to the day is the evil thereof. Worry about tomorrow. All right. So right 30. Now read 23.
Verse 23.
Come on.
A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Right. Your husband gonna be depressed, stressed out. Some brothers get married, their whole spirit changed. You like, damn, that brother used to be on fire.
Fire!
Tell you something going on at the crib. Come on.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Right, because it's always about her feelings. But the Bible is telling you a woman is supposed to know how to deal with her man's feelings. You're supposed to be able to comfort him in distress. When he's feeling down, you're supposed to be able to lift him up.
Yeah.
What are videos about that? What a podcast about that? The hell is this? All right. So notice right 25 and 1. We wrapping it up.
Ecclesiastes.
So we talked about what leads to hatred in a marriage. Primarily, it falls under two umbrellas: resentment and discontentment. Those two things are the recipe for you to hate the person that's supposed to be most dearest to you in your life. Was supposed to be a manifestation, an earthly manifestation of Christ's relationship with Israel.
Yeah.
You hate your wife, you saying you're demonstrating that Christ could hate Israel. Which is crazy. You hate your husband, you demonstrating that we don't want to be Israelites.
This is crazy.
We rather be heathens. That's crazy work.
No.
So, Sirach 25 and 1. Sirach 36. I didn't read that. Give me Sirach 36 and 23. Still dealing with the argumentative woman, just for,
Let's go.
a solution for you, something for y'all to meditate on. Come on.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 23.
Come on.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue.
Right. That's what you got to strive to be, sis. That's what you got to strive to have, to possess. And if you're single right now, that need to be your focus in your studies. How do I develop these things? Kind, meek, comfort in my tongue. Read.
Then is not her husband like other men.
Right. That means your husband going to be above average because you actually have what's valuable to a valuable man. You understand? A valuable man values those things. He ain't just messed up about you able to cook. A valuable man probably can afford the best gourmet meals he want every day.
Yeah.
You can go get that from somewhere or somebody way faster, way more convenient. You understand? That don't get no cramps and headaches and, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
For real. A valuable man values kindness, meekness, comfort in his woman's touch. He want a woman that's going to make sure he stays valuable.
Message.
You understand? That contributes to his value. All right. So if you want a man of that caliber, sister, you better develop those things. And if you want your husband to level up, because your husband ain't, do that. Focus on that. Stop worrying about what he need to do more of this, more of that. How about you get that down pack and see what happened? The Lord said your husband ain't gonna be like other men.
Yeah.
Learn how to be kind, meek. All right,
Y'all
have
better
comfort
take
in
heed
your
to that.
tongue. All right. So now give me Sirach 25:1.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 1.
Read.
In three things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful, both before God and men. The unity of brethren,
Read.
the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
Right. That's not compromise. That's not negotiation. That's unity. Y'all on one accord.
That's
y'all
right.
The same thing. And what is that thing that y'all need to be speaking and on one accord with? What the Bible says. The word of God. Y'all agree together in the Bible? How can you be defeated? How can you lose? How can you develop hatred against one another? God is love. You understand? How could you develop hatred? How could you grudge and be at the risk of condemnation if y'all agree together in the Bible? And that's what be stressing a lot of these husbands out. They be trying so hard, but you just won't agree. Sis, humble down. I'm telling you, it's for your good, for your benefit. All right, Ephesians 4, verse 3.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse 3. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit, the bond of peace.
So endeavoring, going above and beyond to keep the unity, to agree together. One night y'all might meet a miss, y'all might not make any progress, but the next day, you know, don't be resentful. Don't count them out. Don't count her out. Keep working at it. Keep building. Try a different angle. Try new methods. We gotta endeavor to keep the unity, man. For real. Whenever stuff be happening in the body, what do we do as leaders? We game plan. We need to do more of this, we need to do more of that. Let's do this activity, this event, so on and so forth, to fix the issues, to resolve the issues so we can grow and heal. We gotta do that in our marriages.
Yeah.
If stuff ain't going right, you supposed to be game planning. You supposed to be strategizing how to fix it.
That's right.
All right? Endeavoring to keep the unity. Because if y'all supposed to be one flesh and y'all not unified, you like a damn idiot that's trying to rip his body in half. Who does that? Somebody surely that doesn't believe in God.
Bug the hell.
And that's what you're demonstrating, unbelief. Go to Proverbs 11 and 14.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 14.
Come on.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Right. So where no counsel is, the people fall. You think you can do this on your own? Jeremiah tried to tell us you can't do this on your own. You understand? Mr. Israel, bring that fire out.
Fire!
For real. Without counsel, the people fall. Go ahead.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
A lot of y'all think that y'all check the Bible. Well, we did get counsel in 2022 for 22 minutes.
Boy, ain't no
Saying
way,
a multitude of counselors is safety. Some of y'all need a multitude of counsel. Y'all need to counsel every week. You understand?
Damn!
But your pride and I got it and how we watch class. Like I said, class is one thing. This is just general blanket stuff.
Yeah.
Every situation got different dynamics to it. If you really want to surgically remove the demons and issues from your marriage, that's what you're going to do. You're going to get counsel. Or you're going to be at risk. It ain't going to be no safety. Your marriage going to be at risk.
Don't fall for
of falling apart. All right? 1 Corinthians 7 and 33.
Let's go.
That's a part of endeavoring. Yeah, you don't want to do it. But if this is what I got to do to get us on one accord to agree together, all right, we going to go get the damn counsel.
Yeah.
For real. 1 Corinthians 7:33.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
Brothers, you got to do that. It is what it is. You have to learn what brings joy to your wife. If you love her, you're going to seek what's pleasing to her. You're going to do your part to make sure that she's not miserable in the damn marriage.
Message.
When you can, you're going to make it happen. Come on.
There is difference also between a wife and a virgin.
Read.
The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit.
Read.
But she that is married,
a wife,
careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband.
Right. You got to learn your husband. For real. You think he want to come home and watch reality TV? Hell no. Why you doing that every day then? What's wrong with you? He don't like the light on when it's time when it's certain. Let's cut the damn light off. What the hell? It's simple stuff outside of scripture. You understand? You got to figure out what your spouse like and don't like and tend to that. Work with that. We have to do that. We have to do that, y'all. Love languages, all that. I don't even like that topic, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
For real. I'm one of them people. I want hugs and kisses. What that is? Physical touch. That's me. So if I'm trying to physically touch you when you stiff arming and you moving, and that's gonna vex me. Like, what the hell?
What the hell is
you understand? I done married you and I can't touch you. You my possession. I can't. You know what I'm saying, man? Hell no. No.
Hell no.
I'm not going.
Hell no.
So you gotta tend to that. The love language is all that. For real. It is what it is, brothers. 1 Peter 3 and 7.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Right, and we didn't even read the whole Bible tonight. We down there 3 hours. And we brought out a lot of knowledge, but it wasn't all of it though. It's even more knowledge to dwell with your wife according to. Come on.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Right, just because she the weaker vessel don't mean you don't respect her.
Message.
Say give honor to her. What she do is very impactful. Whether she work from home or work out in the world or don't work at all. She the mother of your children. She holding down the house.
Yeah.
She deal with you in whatever state that you in, so on and so forth. Respect her. Respect that. Come on.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
Because you don't want that. And but we really be coming in this joint, facing Jerusalem, praying 3 times a day on Clubhouse, DOS, Titus 2. At odds with our spouse. Real odds. God is not dealing with you. God ain't hearing you. The hell is this?
Y'all better take heed to this.
Lord, strengthen my memory to be a better teacher and recall the precepts and give me more wisdom. Get out my face, wife. I don't know. I don't even know how to. You send out the prayers and they be mean and cruel to your wife. Lord didn't hear that. Lord did not hear that, brother. Come on.
Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another.
Compassion, bro. That's so important in the marriage. Because we all got flaws. We all make mistakes. We all got stuff we need to work on. So compassion is key.
Yeah.
Come on.
Love as brethren. Be pitiful.
Be pitiful. Sometimes you got to pity the fool. The scriptures say what it say. Women, there's a garment, as a mouth come out of garment from women wickedness, bro. They gonna do something stupid every now and then, bro.
Message.
That's still your portion. You understand? Men too, you know, we slip, we fall, we make mistakes, sisters. You know, he's striving to be like Christ. He's not there yet. Sometimes you gotta have pity. Come on.
Not rendering
No,
evil.
be pitiful, be what?
Excuse me. Be pitiful, be courteous.
Be courteous. Courtesy. Ooh, that's major, especially in the household. We all share bathrooms and closets and things of that nature.
Message.
We gotta practice courtesy.
For real though.
On both ends of the spectrum. Come on.
Not rendering evil for evil.
Not trying to get back on each other. And that's another thing too. And that's a part of the arguments. That's a part of the discontentment. All of that is y'all trying to keep score. Who the better spouse? That's wicked as hell. That makes your labor or your works in vain. Because you ain't doing it in truth, in sincerity. You doing it to make the point that you the better spouse. And you doing what you supposed to do when they not. That's wicked as hell.
That's some evil stuff.
Ain't no damn keeping score in a marriage. Y'all one flesh. Come on.
Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing.
Going back and forth. Go ahead.
But contrariwise, blessing.
Lifting each other up. Helping each other. Exhorting each other. Supporting each other. Come on.
Knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing.
Read.
For he that will love life and see good days.
That's what we all want in our marriage. We want to see good days.
Message.
We don't want to see blue lights.
Hell no.
We don't want that. We want good days. Read.
Let him refrain his tongue from evil.
Well, don't be abusive. Don't say hurtful things because she pissed you off. Don't bring up the past that he can't do nothing about no more, sister. Let it go.
Don't fall for it.
Read.
And his lips, that they speak no guile.
Right. The guy mean deceit. That goes into manipulation. You saying things to get your way. You know that ain't really what it is, and so on and so forth. Don't do that. Stop. Come on.
Let him eschew evil and do good.
Right. You're going to eschew evil and do good. Come on.
Let him seek peace and ensue
So
it.
you're going to pursue peace in your marriage. Whenever it's an issue, whenever it's a problem, how can we fix it? How can we resolve it? How can we be back at peace? I want to sleep in peace. I don't want to sleep with one eye open. Some sisters is like that. They come from that world.
What?
They would do that to you.
Are you serious?
Some brothers really be tossing, turning.
Boy, ain't no way,
can't
boy.
find peace because they know they wife crazy. And y'all ain't fixing y'all issues. You paranoid. For real. We got to seek peace and ensue it.
That's right.
Last scripture, Romans 13:8.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 8.
Come on.
Owe no man anything but to love one another.
Right. So, you don't owe your wife a mansion.
Message.
You understand? You don't owe your wife a vacation across the country. You don't. No matter how many videos she show you, oh, brother such and such took his wife. You don't owe her that. You understand? For real. She don't owe you a damn Come on. Read it again.
Owe no man anything but to love one another.
That's what y'all owe each other. Y'all owe each other love.
Hit the ball.
That's respect. That's honor. That's charity. You understand? Compassion.
Yeah.
Come on.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this thou shalt not commit adultery.
I think that's a coincidence. That's the first commandment mentioned as it pertains to love. That's not a coincidence. That's just like the Mark 7:21, the Galatians 5. What's the first sin mentioned? Adultery. Yeah. When it's talking about love, what's the first commandment mentioned? Thou shalt not commit adultery. Because that's what we do. We don't get it yet. We don't understand the great mystery. And we expect Christ to love Israel throughout all these generations of disobedience and rebelliousness, for him to still choose us. how we not gonna reflect that in how we deal with our spouse? That's crazy.
Y'all better take heed
Step
to
out
that.
on your spouse, cause she had an attitude. It's something that you did to where to made you just give up. You didn't endeavor to keep the unity. Ain't no way to commit adultery. Come on.
Thou shalt not kill.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not
Yeah,
steal.
don't do that. Because I'm telling you, the brothers and sisters are on the verge. In the truth. On the verge.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But that's where hatred is after all. Murder in your heart. Come on.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any...
Thou shalt not what?
Thou shalt not covet.
Thou shalt not be discontent. Come on.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying.
Uh-huh.
Namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And that applies to your spouse. Verse 10.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. If you really love your husband, your wife, you're not going to intentionally harm them, provoke them,
Hell no.
do evil to them. You're not going to do that if you love them, which you're commanded to. Come on.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
So if it's hatred in marriage, understand, y'all not fulfilling the law of God. You will not get the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
So let's fulfill the law. Let's love one another. Let's apply these scriptures so we can be that example, that light to the world. This is what marriage looks like. The Israelite marriage is supposed to be the model marriage in the earth.
Hit the bomb!
How could possibly domestic violence and police being called and scenes being made, how can that possibly be named amongst us? That means we're not applying the word of God. We're not applying the laws we say we do.
Yeah.
So let's get it together, brothers and sisters. That's how we get to that point. We do not apply the laws of God. That's the solution. The law of the Lord is perfect. Converting the soul. If it can do that, it can convert your damn marriage. All right? So, all praise to the Most High. Lord, willing, I was edifying. Shalom, Most High, Christ.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support